Welcome back to the CJ channel with myself, CEO and founder Dominic James Murray. Today, we're going to be talking about the very important topic, how to financially plan as a couple. Okay, so the first thing I can say is if you are already taking an active role in managing your finances, you're working with us, you're working with another financial advisor and you're getting good results, or you're planning things out, you can't always control results, but you can plan things out correctly, it's important to make sure the other side of the equation, that your spouse, your partner, your husband, your wife, is also maximizing their financial planning as well. Now, my number one tip, how my team can put on the board here, is to say always be transparent as much as possible, or as far as you feel comfortable being transparent with your partner. Now, here at Cameron James, we will typically begin working with one of our clients. For the law of averages, it typically seems to be the man who comes to us for the financial planning advice. However, working with the other side of the equation is really important as well. A lot of clients, unfortunately, only do this after, say, 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 years of working with us, and they say, oh, wow, great. Performance has been fantastic. Service has been brilliant. I would now like to introduce my partner. I'm always a little bit like, why didn't you introduce this all those years ago? Now, obviously, it comes to fact find at the beginning, but a lot of the time, people don't want to disclose all the information about their partner. So transparency is really important here. Now, obviously, if you're married, if there were to be a breakup in your marriage, transparency is a requirement by law in the United Kingdom anyway when it comes to divorce settlements. So you may as well be transparent from the beginning, in my professional opinion, and maximize both sides of the equation in terms of your growth, but also how you're potentially going to pass assets on to your kids, grandkids, whatever it might be. Now, another thing that clients get confused about is they think, well, okay, let's take, for example, Barry. Barry has an adventurous risk profile, 5 out of 5. He's told Cameron James, Dominic, I really want to go through it with my pension pot. Say he's gone through an authorized and regulated pension transfer specialist advice process. Obviously, he's given up a safeguarded asset in terms of DB scheme, which was guaranteed to grow. By moving into a DC scheme, he may have said to me, well, actually, Dominic, I've given up the benefits of the DB scheme, so I now really need to try to make this DC capital grow. Otherwise, it doesn't feel worth it for me, having left such a safeguarded and valuable pension scheme. Now, a partner might be thinking, well, I don't want to invest my money the same as Barry. I have a more conservative risk profile, or potentially the other way around. Maybe Barry was adventurous. Let's call his wife Helen. She's more adventurous or more balanced, whatever it might be. It completely doesn't matter. It's two separate pieces of advice. Even if we're looking at you as a couple, we will still write the advice report independently on your risk profile questionnaire and what your outlook to risk is. Now, sometimes clients might be saying, okay, but as a whole, as a family, if one of us is taking XYZ risk on their pension, as we could look at things collectively, maybe we should think about it from an advice perspective. And we do that sometimes for our clients. So again, transparency is number one. Number two, I would say, is sometimes there's like an emotional bias that sets in with people, particularly in a relationship at times. Someone's gone off and done the research and spent hours and hours. Typically, people who follow this YouTube channel, they reach out and say, I've watched 17 videos, I now want to work with you guys. Brilliant, they've really done their homework. Sometimes the partner can feel a little bit like, oh, well, Barry's gone off and done all of that research. And you would think inside a marriage or inside a relationship, you think, oh, great, my partner's done all the research. I can now fully trust them. As we all know, I'm a married man. Life doesn't always work like that sometimes with your partner. And you think, maybe I want to do things independently. I would always say, if you do want to do things independently, that's fine, but take the advice from your partner. If they think they found a good financial advisor, whether it be us or someone else, and then still compare them against the market. I mean, here at Cameron James, for us, it's brilliant. It will probably help your partner who's working with us already to really understand, oh, actually, Cameron James is so much better than the competition in terms of the performance I've had and also the service which is provided. So those would be my top tips. If anyone has any questions on managing money as a couple, feel free to use the link below to find a day and a time that's suitable for you in our Calendly slot. You'll speak to one of our authorized and regulated financial advisors who will take you through the process. If you're watching this and you're an existing client, this is a knock for you to get on with it and introduce your partner as well. Yes, you may have been working with me for 3, 4, 5, 10 years, some of my clients, and we've really maximized your side. But what about the other side of the equation? When you come to 10, 20, 30 years, you're typically spending your money together jointly in retirement, so you should be trying to maximize your finances jointly together, in my professional opinion. I hope that was useful, guys, and if you need anything else, please hit me up in the comment section below.